Welcome to the channel, Annie Collins here. Today we're going to create this lovely heart card. Let's go over the products I use. I use the Forget Me Not collection from Rosie Studio as part of the Creative Club. We're going to use this pattern paper here. Just give you a quick thumb through. And this collection has foil throughout, so even the pattern paper. And it comes in 6 by 6 and 12 by 12 on the paper. We're going to use the die cut ephemera. I'm going to use that large heart there and a few other little hearts from here. From the sentiment, we're going die cut collection. We're going to use the forever and the little love you right there. All right, we're going to use the Rosie Studios A2 card bases with envelope pack. I'm going to use one of these. I'll move everything out of our way so we can look at all of our elements. So for my stash, I'll bring in some cardstock. So here's the pattern paper. It has 3 little hearts and the last one is foiled. So I've trimmed that down a bit. I used the die from my stash. Here's some blue cardstock that I used a die from my stash to get that nice scallop all the way around. And this will layer nicely like that onto our card base. Here's the large heart. It's a beautiful blue floral. Well, it's white with little blue forget-me-not flowers. So pretty. Here's our sentiment that reads forever and it's foiled. Here's one of the hearts we'll be using. That's a gold foiled heart and a navy heart that has little foil polka dots. So that's, oops, almost forgot the little love you sentiment. And I'm going to bring in some gold confetti from my stash. So let me get everything out of my way so we can get started. Trying to put my tray over. All right. So now here's all of our elements, and this card comes together rather quickly. Again, I brought in dies from my stash. If you don't have any or don't like that, you don't have to use that. Just cut everything with your trimmer down to size. So I'm going to use some Barely Art liquid glue to adhere our pieces together and some foam adhesive throughout. That's the only adhesive I brought in for this. Right, so I'm going to layer this, making sure it's centered onto that scallop piece of cardstock. Once I have that, I can adhere it to my card front or to my card base. This is my card front, I should say. All right. Hope I have something on my card. Let me get that out of there. Reinforcing my crease. And now I'm going to use, again, the liquid adhesive to adhere this panel onto my base. And this die that I use leaves a nice little white edge all the way around. So it's scalloped, but it's smaller, about an eighth of an inch all the way around. So a nice layers right there. So now we're going to adhere our large heart. And this is such a pretty heart with all those little florals in there. It has the little forget-me-nots. So I'm going to go ahead and layer that and center it. Once that's there, we can work on our well, I'm going to go ahead and put my hearts so I know that my sentiment will land right between them. So I'm going to put the not silver, the gold foiled one towards the top right there. Let me get that there. And that has foam adhesive on it. So it's nice and popped up. Just going to keep working till I get the angle I like. And so does this little blue one. It has some foam adhesive. Now this blue one is so pretty. It's like a navy blue and it has little foiled dots on it. Super cute. So I'm going to go ahead and place that down here like that. So yes, this is a very lovey, lovey card. And no, it's not Valentine's Day, but you can say I love you to someone throughout the year. You don't need a special day to say so. So this can work for an anniversary card. And since it has all these hints of blue, it can read a little masculine as well. So on this forever, I went ahead and put some foil, oh my gosh, some foam adhesive strips on the back so that it would be popped up as well. I'd like a little dimension on my cards, as you know, if you've been watching all this time. All right, so I'm removing the last little bit here from the foam adhesive. And now I'm going to put this across my heart here. I'm gonna grab my tweezers because it'll be easier for me to get this on here so it won't stick to my fingers. Trying to use the grid lines on my mat here to help me line it up. And then for the Love You, I also put a little foam adhesive strip, but I made sure to leave it more towards the top, leaving the bottom without it so that it can just layer with the Forever. You'll see what I mean. So I can tuck it. If I had foam there, it would make it a little harder to tuck it in there. But without it, it bends a little bit and I can tuck it right in there. All right, there's our card. You can call it done here because you have plenty of shimmer and shine and dimension on this card. But you know me, I like to add a little bit more. So I'm going to add 3 pieces of confetti. And yes, 3 is my favorite magic number for confetti, it seems. But it creates a visual triangle, and that's what your eye catches. So I'm going to place a small one on the heart, just to the left of the F, and then 2 towards the bottom here. So I'm putting a larger and a medium size little confetti towards the bottom, and then the one above the F over there. And now our card is done. So I'm going to move everything out of the way and give you another little look. There you go. Look at how the light catches on that foil. It looks so pretty. And my confetti pieces match beautifully. Okay, so like I said, this came together rather quickly. I used dies, which took up a little bit more time, but you don't have to. You can trim all your pieces down. So I used the Rosie Studio card bases with envelopes. That's where we have our card base. The ephemera pack, which is the sentiment ephemera pack, and that's where I got my Forever and the Love You from, right there. And we use the ephemera pack, and that's where we got our large hearts and our little hearts. Those came from this pack right here. There's the blue one and there's the gold one. And you get double of each, so you have plenty of, so you can create this card more than once. And our 6x6 pattern paper pad, that's where we got our paper from. And again, this collection comes in 6x6 and 12x12. And there is cardstock. I do not have it, but it is available. And there are more embellishments and chipboard items that go with this collection. I will link it in the description box below for you. So if you're interested in picking it up over at Rosie Studios. Thank you for being here. I hope you found some inspiration. And here's another look at our card. Don't forget to like and subscribe.